I came over and told them that there were some rules in the association about making that noise.
Whoa.
They want to make me the bad guy.
Every answer she gave this officer made her own case even worse. And what happened next, I don't think she ever saw coming.
Do you think it is all right to grab somebody in their own home on her deck like that? And if your hands behind your back, you are under arrest, okay?
For heaven's sakes.
Watch the video from police body cam station with me.
Last Sunday, between 4:30 and 5:30, they were making this obnoxious noise. As you can see, my deck is straight earshot.
Where do you live?
I live right there.
So what happened on Sunday?
I came over and told them that there were some rules in the association about making that noise.
I wonder what rules she's talking about. I wonder if she ever showed them the rules or if she ever attempted to have a civil discussion with them. I mean, when you approach somebody like that saying, you're wrong, I think I know what their obvious reactions.
Even with my windows closed, I could hear that obnoxious machine.
Sure,
Okay?
and this is all on Sunday.
The cops are always called to be the world's referees, and all we can do is call balls and strikes. We can't take anybody's side. You got to get everybody's story objectively and try to figure out where the truth is, because sometimes one side is telling less truth than the other side. So he's just trying to sort all this out.
Right, dinner time, can't be out on the deck.
Okay.
Continued all day Monday, even as late as 7 o'clock. Part of the day Tuesday. On Tuesday, we had a board meeting. I spoke to the president of our board, told him about this. I asked him, what could I do on a Sunday evening like that? He said, call the police. Well, that was not something I wanted to do, okay? So when they started up again, Sunday at 5, now does that sound like they were intentionally trying to aggravate me?
No.
I think so.
No.
I came over to talk to her. She wouldn't turn off the machine.
Let's slow down. So what do you mean when you came over, you talked to her?
She was on her deck,
Okay.
making noise.
Where did you go?
On this side of the deck fence.
Okay.
I said, can you turn that off? Can
Well,
I
hold
talk
on.
to you?
Did you go inside her house?
No, not at that point.
Oh, not at that point, which is an indicator that she went inside.
She
After that.
wouldn't turn off the machine.
Okay.
She completely ignored me, pretended I wasn't there.
Okay.
I went onto the deck. I tried to grab the machine.
Ooh.
What do you mean you went onto the deck? How did you get into the deck?
There's an opening right in front of those.
So there's a door to the unit?
No, there's.
So if you'll notice, she stops talking for a second, but she's got cotton mouth because she's extremely nervous. She knows she's in the wrong here.
I went onto the deck. I tried to grab the machine to get her to stop and listen to me. She started yelling, don't touch me, don't touch me. Their dog was barking at the door.
Why would she yell
My
that?
door was open. I knock, knock, knock. There was somebody sitting in there. She saw me. I knock, knock, knock again. She ignored me. I opened the door. I don't remember if I walked in. I said, can I talk to you? Something like that. And then she started screaming at me. So
The nerve. Like, just because you're being ignored, that means they don't want you there. And if you don't like being ignored, you don't get to rip their door open and demand they come talk to you. That's definitely a no-no.
came out and I called you folks. And I went over there to tell them, I'm so upset. I went over there to tell them that the president of the association told me I should call the police, and I did not want to do that. Okay? That's why I went over there. But here we are anyway.
She's saying, I was just going over there to tell them that they want me to get the cops involved. I don't want to get the cops involved. But there's a reason they told you to get the cops involved. And this is it, to avoid exactly this.
When you're grabbing the leaf blower, did you just grab the leaf blower or did you grab her
I had no
arm?
idea. I was so annoyed and aggravated.
So you were grabbing something.
I was trying to get her
Do you
to
remember
stop
if
and
you
listen.
grabbed anything though? Like, did you physically hang on to
I
something?
touched something. I didn't.
So you did grasp at something, is what you're saying. You
I
grabbed something.
tried to. I don't think I actually grabbed anything.
Okay.
No.
Let me know in the comments if this is just like a frustrated teacher or frustrated parent from back in the day that couldn't get the kid to listen, so they would grab him by the arm, or if you think she really meant to provoke this other lady. She's in the wrong either way. I'm just curious to what you think.
The big issue we have here is, number one, why would you go into somebody's home and confront them like that? And number
Because
two,
I wasn't thinking straight.
and number
okay?
two, do you think it is all right to grab somebody in their own home on her deck like that?
As I said, I wasn't thinking straight.
I'm just asking, do you think that's okay?
I think if somebody's ignoring me...
Oh, no. Do you think it's
I
okay?
did not go over there with
Okay.
the intention of grabbing her.
But that's how it ended up.
Came over there to confront her about the leaf
No.
blowing. You
I
didn't.
I went over to tell them I didn't want to call the police.
Okay. And then what happened? But you said after
wouldn't
she
even
ignored you,
stop and listen to me.
but then you went onto her deck, onto her private
Yes,
property.
I did.
So does that make that okay? Where are we going?
No, I
Where are we
need a
going?
drink of water.
We aren't going anywhere. I am stopping to talk to you, and I said you cannot leave because we are past the point here right now.
I confess. I went up on her deck. I tried to grab something to get her to stop making noise and listen to me. If I grabbed her arm,
This poor thing confessed. This is like straight from a 1970s police show. The confession. She confessed. She's trying to do the right thing. I have a little empathy for her because she thought she was doing the right thing, but you can't play those games in 2026, and she's about to find out.
okay, I can't do it.
You absolutely cannot do that.
Fine. I agree. I can't do it.
Absolutely. Do you have your driver's license on you?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'm going to need your basic information. Okay? 95? Let me get her info first, okay? So I did have a
I get a drink
conversation.
of water.
Not right now. How do you spell your last name? After talking to her, she did admit to going onto her property and attempting to stop her. She did say that she grabbed onto something, and she did acknowledge that she obviously entered her property without that consent. So you do understand that you can't do that regardless, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you committed a battery, okay? And criminal trespass. You cannot grab somebody.
Okay, fine.
And you can't
I got
touch
it.
anybody.
I got it.
You do got that, okay. Turn your hands behind your back. You are under arrest, okay?
For heaven's sakes.
We are past this point, ma'am, okay?
The law applies to everybody, no matter your race, sex, or age. And she's learning a very hard lesson here. I mean, do I think that she's a serial batterer, or did something just get out of hand in this one instance? Doesn't matter. She's held to accountability. It's the way it goes.
Well, they must be loving this.
Okay.
Let's
walk over here.
Just a moment. My husband
Where,
has...
is he home? Okay, is he home?
He is home.
You won't be gone very long regardless.
You know, if her husband needs care and has medical conditions, it's obvious. Like, you definitely want to do what you can to make sure that the husband is safe while she's being booked, or she's going to be booked and processed. She committed a crime. If you like what you see here, I want you to hit that subscribe button. But for a deeper dive into today's true crime cases, catch me on my other channel. It's called the Comm Center. My partner John's an active 911 dispatcher. We could take you from the initial call all the way through to the verdict.
You're gonna have to come back. You're not being held in jail, okay? You're gonna get your charges, your documentation, and then you're gonna go to your court date.
I can walk better if you're both not looking at me.
That's fine. I'm just guiding you, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'm glad to see you're making light of all this, especially when we're trying to reiterate what you did is obviously not okay. You should call 911 regardless of what's going on. You aren't the police. You don't have the legal authority to go to somebody's house to do that. Let us do our job.
I hate to correct the officer here, but please reserve 911 for the emergencies. A leaf blower in a situation with a neighbor is not necessarily an emergency unless it's starting to get out of hand and there's pushing and shoving like it sounds like here. So he may have been in the right, but don't call 911 for routine issues such as neighbor problems.
I told you my intention.
Well, your intention and where you're at is different, so we'll go walk over here.
Okay, I'm thinking the aggravated battery part is because she entered the house. Like that would be the only reason, because there was only a slight mark on the woman's arm and she confessed. It was aggravated by the fact that she opened the door and tried to go in. She's her own worst enemy in this situation. In the end, she was arrested and charged with aggravated battery and criminal trespass for, going inside that person's house. She actually grabbed her neighbor by the arm. left visible marks. There were visible marks on her arm. So what I keep coming back to is how freely she talked. Like she said, I confess. And that's before anybody decided what she was confessing to. So sometimes people who think they're the one in the right, they're the easiest interviews to conduct. Sometimes. Now, in this case, according to sources, she pled guilty to the battery charge and the trespass was dismissed. She was fined. She was placed on 12 months of probation. There's no word on if the leaf blowing incidents have stopped. The badge she thought she was borrowing was never hers to use. Do you want to see another older Karen try to get away with taking money from a tip jar? Watch this one next.